Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Meera Mishra. Friends, in previous we discussed about the topic matrices, its type, how to find the inverse of any given matrix and solution of the system of the linear equation. Right friend? Today I'm going to discuss with you concept of linear programming. Concept of linear programming. Friends, here what is the linear programming? Friends, here I am using the word linear. What is a linear? Friends, the word linear means the relationship which can be represented by a straight line. That means a relation is of the form of is just like this one, ax plus by equals to c. This is a straight line equation and which represent the straight line, and this is that's why this is called the linear form. In other words, it is used to describe the relationship between two or more variables. Here I am using the only two variables x and y, maybe two or more variables which are proportional to each other, right friend? So this is the linear concept of the linear. And what is the programming, friend? Programming means it means programming refer to the process of determining a particular program or plan of action. Basically, programming is just like a process of determining a particular program, right? Now write down the proper definition of the linear programming. So friends, linear programming is a technique which helps us to find the optimum solution for a given problem, right? So linear programming is a technique which helps to find the optimum solution of a given problem. Friends, I am using the word optimum solution. So what is the optimum solution? What is the optimum solution? Optimum solution basically, friend, which is the optimum solution is that a solution which gives the best possible outcome of a given problem, right? It means to maximize or minimize the problem. So optimum solution, so if write down the definition of optimum solution. So optimum solution is that solution which gives the or which is the is that solution or which is the or which gives the best possible outcomes of a given problem, right friend? So this is the optimum solution. So optimum solution means it's the best solution for a company to solve a problem. So before we discuss how LP problem technique is used to solve problems, let's understand what kind of a problem can be solved using this technique. Okay friends, so do you know that technique is widely used in different industries like production, like production, diet problems, blending problems, and marketing problems, and many more area of management. This technique very helpful, right? So friends, basically friend, linear program technique, it is a mathematical model for efficient and effective utilization of limited resources to achieve organization objectives, like maximize profits or minimize cost, right friend? This mathematical technique is used to obtain a optimum solution in resources allocation problems such as production planning, right friend? So this is a linear programming concept of linear programming. Now focus on the structure and formulation of the linear programming problem. So write down the formulation of LPP. LPP is stand by linear programming problem, right? So first we write the formulation of LPP, and then we discuss the after that we discuss the what is the LP model, model formulation, and after that we take some numericals, or how to formulate, how to given problem convert into LPP. So let's consider. So friends, formulation of linear programming is the representation of the problem. Formulation of linear programming is the representation of problem situation in a mathematics form. You have just convert the given problem in mathematics expression, right? So for LP model formulation, for LP linear programming model formulation, it consists of the following components. So the LP model consists of the following components, basically 3 components, 3 to 4 components. First one is most important, is a set of decision variables, and second one is an objective functions, and third one is a set of constraints. Friends, constraints just like a conditions, right? Constraints in linear program we call the conditions like constraints, right? So friends, what is the decision variable? So 3 components are very important for knowing the LPP. So for formulation of the LPP, so these 3 components are important for any given problem to make in LPP. So it must be knowing these components. So friends, first one is a set of decision variables. What is the decision variables? Friends, basically Basically, friends, decision variables and is known as an unknowns quantity. Quantity represented a decision that needs to be made. It is the quantity the model needs to be determined, right? So, friends, this is the decision variables are as an unknown quantity, right? So these are the unknown quantities. This is the unknown. So if we write the proper definition of the decision variables, so here we write the what is the decision variables. So friends, decision variables an unknown quantity represented by a decision that needs to be made, right? It is the quantity the model needs to be determined. Model needs to be determined, right friend? So this is the decision variable. Now second one is objective function. So what is the objective function? Friends, objective function which is a linear relationship reflecting the objective of an operations. Now next move on objective functions. So what is the objective function? Objective function, friends, the objective function represent the aim or goal of the given problem or system, that means the decision variables which has to be determined from the problem. Generally the friends, objective in most cases will be either to maximize resources or profits, or to minimize the cost or time, right friend? So this is the objective function. So if we write down the definition of the objective functions, objective function which is it is a linear relationship, linear relationship reflecting the objective of an operation, right? So objective function is a linear relationship. It is a linear relationship. Okay, write down linear relationship reflecting the objective of an operation. Objective of an operation, right? And third one is most important is third one is a set of constraints. It means constraints. So I told you constraint just like a conditions or restrictions given in the problem. So if you write the proper definition of the constraints, so it is a linear relationship, representing a restriction, on decision making, right friend? On decision making. So I told you a set of constraints. So So one thing is a linear relationship representing a restrictions on the decision making, and second one constraint is called the non-negative restrictions or non-negativity constraints. Non-negativity constraints. So what is a non-negative constraint? Friends, negative values of physical quantities are impossible, as we know, like like the producing negative number of chairs, tables, etc. So so it is necessary to include the elements of non-negativity as a constraint. It means we have just take the values here in positive form, not a negative form. That's why we take a this is this constraint in all questions is called the non-negative constraint. So just non-negative constraint is just like a always take a values or variable decision variables are in positive forms. So suppose if decision variable are, we have take the two decision variables like x and y, so you take x always greater than equal to 0 and y greater than equal to 0. So this form is known as the non-negativity constraints, right friend? So now what is a general LP model, linear programming model? So friends, these are the basic terminology for making the for formulation of the for formulation of any given problem to convert into the LPP. So these are the basic terminology for making LPP, right? Now general LP model. LP model. What type of representation is called the LP model? So friends, a general representation of LP model is in the form of like I am discussing here nth variables, constraints and n variable functions, but in your course just only the two variables. So but here I am discussing general LP model, so I take nth model. So here a general representation of LP model is given as here the objective functions. So first we write the objective function maximum or maybe maximize or maybe minimize form, right? So, and this can be denoted by z, and this is written here like this form c1 x1 c2 x2, and because I am taking nth variable, so here n decision variable, so here cn xn, right? Subject to constraint, so you next subject to constraints. After writing the objective function, then you write the subject to constraints. Constraints, as you know the constraints like you write the linear relationship linear relationship representing restrictions on decision making to here. So in which form? It is a linear relationship form. So here we write the like a11 x1 a12 x2 and a1n xn, and here may be less than equal to constant, may be equal, and may be greater than. So maybe in three forms, may be less than, may be equal, may be greater than equal to b1, maybe in any case in here, right? And second one is a21 x1 a22 x2 a2n xn, b2, maybe or, here or, you are writing the or, maybe b1 is this form b2, and or maybe b2 in this form, and am1 x1, am2 x2, amn xn, and here bn, or maybe equal bn, or maybe greater than equal to bn, right friend? And after that, write the non-negative restriction. As I told you, always positive. Decision variables are always in positive case. So here we take all positive values x1, or it means for all xj is greater than equal to 0, where 1 to n. Right friends? So 3 parts. For general LP model, there are 3 parts. First one is the objective function part. This is the objective function part. This is the subject to constraint part, and next one is non-negative restrictions or constraints. Right friend? So if 3 parts make the problem in mathematical way and mathematical expressions, so this model is known as the, if they're having the 3 parts, is known as a general LP model. It is called the LP model, right? So friend, for making the LP problem, so we write down the steps. So we write down the steps how to make a given problem into LP model, and then after that take the question and make the LP, right? So friends, steps in formulating the LP problems. Steps in formulating the LP model or problem, maybe. So first step, what we have done, friends. First step is for formulating the LP problem. Define the objective function. As I told you, first we define the objective function according to question. The first step is define objective function. Objective function, right friend? Maybe maximize, maybe minimize. Maybe minimize, right friend? And after, second step is define the decision variables. Define decision variables. Then write the mathematical function for the objective. Write the mathematical function for the objective. Then write the constraint, write the subject to constraint, write the constraints, and constraint can be less than, equal, or greater than form. Maybe less than, maybe equal, maybe greater than form. So constraints can be in less than equal to, or equal or greater than equal to form. right? And of course non-negative restriction already exist. So these steps, using these steps and formulate the LP problem of any given problem, right? So now move on an example and show how to formulate LP. Friends, here I have taken one problem and how to convert this problem in LP model. So friends, how to approach this problem? Friends, this is the problem. A furniture dealer deals in only two items, table and chair, and he has rupees 50,000 to invest, 50,000 to invest, and has storage space of at 60 pieces, right friend? A table cost of rupees 2500 and chair cost of rupees 500. He estimates that from the sale of one table he can make a profit rupees 250 for a table, and for chair, one chair make a profit 75, right friend? He wants to know how many tables and chair he should buy from the available money so as to maximize his total profit, right friend? So friends, how to approach this problem? So friends, I told you for making the LPP, we have there are two aspects. First one is the formulation part and second one is the solution part. So here we make only the LPP model, and after that in next video we discuss about the how to LPP problem solve, right? So friend, how to make a model of how to write this problem in mathematical form, in mathematical expression form, or in LPP model form. So for for the LPP model there are three components we need. First one is objective function, second one is subject to constraint, and third one is non-negative restrictions, right? And first we consider the decision variables. So how to find the decision variable? So friends, here you see we have to find maximize, right? We have to find the maximum profit company can earn with the constraint, right? First let's try to represent the problem in tabular form. So friends, here it is, go through it well. So friends, the products are two products. First make the product. So product are two products. First is the table and chair. So here we write the table and here we write the chair, right? And cost of the, next make the cost of product per unit, and next make the profit per unit, right? So friends, here you see manufacturer make the deal with the table and chair, and cost of the product per unit are here are 2500. This is a 2500 for table rupees, and for chair cost is rupees 500, and profit in for one table is rupees 250, and for chair profit is rupees 75. And what is the production budget? As we know, the production budget is he has rupees only 50,000 to invest. So it means production budget is rupees 50,000. So friends, by writing the problem in the form of mathematical expression, like in this case, and dealer wants to know how many tables and chair he should buy. So friend, as we don't know the exact quantity, so let's assume the number of units. So let's assume the number of units of table and chair. So let's suppose or assume the number of units of table to be x, and the number of chair or number of units of chair to be y. So friends, now can you tell you the total cost to dealer the units of table and chair respectively? So yes, it will be the friends, it will be the 2500 times uh, 2500 times of x and 150 times of and 500 times of y. We just multiplying the quantity with the prices, right friend? So here if you write, so friends, now can you tell you the total cost of dealer, the units of table and chair uh, respectively? So yes, he will be the 250 times of number of units of table, and it means yes, x plus 75 times of 70 times of y. So we just multiply the quantity with the prices. So let's like no next let's look at the uh, the total cost will be in the form of, so this can be right now. So because here is the objective function is maximize, so you can write the maximize represented by the z, and total cost 250, table profit is 250, so 250 multiplied by number of units of table and plus 75 multiplied by number of units of chair, right? Next let's look at the constraints. Friends, x is the production budget. We know the production budget is the 50,000 investment. Here the 50,000 invest, that means the cost be uh, insert should be not be exceed 50,000, right? uh, it can be less than or equal to 50,000, but can you write the constraint in the form of the mathematical expression? Yes, your answer is yes. How? So friend, here the total cost should not be more than the 50,000, so we can write the constraint. So subject to constraint, like 2500 x plus 500 y, and we know the total cost should not be greater than the 50,000 because he has only the 50,000 for investment, so it means 50,000. So this is your first constraint. Now let's check the if any other constraint here is not. Here the storage space of at 60 pieces, so it means he has only the space of 60 pieces. So friends, it means the two product will not be exceed by the 60 units. So it means now second constraint is comes table units and chair units uh, uh, will not be exceed by 60. So this is the second constraint. And next one is non-negative restrictions, which is always positive. So this can be right now x and y. Here the decision variables are x and y. This should be greater than or equal to 0 because this is non-negative restrictions. So friends, this model is known as the LPP. So here you see this this is the one way of writing the question problem, and this is the another way how to represent the given problem in mathematical expression form. So this is the this form where the objective function involved, constraints involved, and non-negative restrictions involved is known as the LPP problem. So this is the LPP of the given question. Right friend? Now if you want to solve this expression, so you can write the expression in the form of you just take the value, you just take the 500 here. So this value convert in 5x, this constraint convert in this form. Here is 100. Right? So friends, this is the formulation of the LPP. Hope so you understand how to convert given problem to LPP form. So you just find the decision variables, and after that make the objective function and find the constraints and combine make the system of objective function with constraints. So it's called the LPP problem. So this is the way to convert your given long problems in just only a mathematical expression form like this. So after that whenever you make the LPP problem, then you solve and find the maximum profit of the given maximum or minimum profit of the given question. Right friend? So here I just show the only I show only the how to make the LPP or given problem convert to the LPP form. So thank you. After in next video we show in next video we will show we will learn in next video we will learn how to solve any LPP right friend? So take care, bye bye, and hope so you understand this problem, and thank you for joining my class.